Prakash Agarwal. I welcome the members at the 114th annual general meeting of the company. I'm sure you and your family members are safe and doing well. I also confirm that all possible efforts feasible under the circumstances have indeed been made by the company to enable members to participate and vote on the items being considered in the meeting. The other board members who are present at the meeting are Mr. Vishal Jain, Vice Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Farooq Banatwala. I think he will be joining right away. He is the Chairman of the Audit Committee. Mr. Shailesh Sheth, Chairman of the Nomination and Remuneration Committee, as well as Share Transfer and Stakeholder Relationship Committee. Mr. Marco Vadia and Mrs. Shikha Jain, Director of the company. Apart from directors, Mr. Rohit Jain, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Kamar Ali, Company Secretary of the company, Management Representative, and representative of auditors are present with us. Ankita confirmed from CDSL that the requisite quorum for the meeting is present. I call the meeting to order. With the permission of the members present, I take the notice of the meeting and auditor's report as read. Pursuant to Section 108 of the Companies Act 2013, read with Rule 20 of the Companies Management and Administration Rule 2014, as amended and pursuant to the Regulation 44 of SEBI LODR Regulation 2015, the company has provided to its member the remote e-voting and voting at the AGM facility to cast their votes in respect of all resolution mentioned in the notice covering this AGM. Please note that the members present at the meeting through VC/OAVM and have not casted their vote on the resolution through remote e-voting and are otherwise not barred from doing so shall be eligible to vote through e-voting system available during the AGM. The e-voting module shall be disabled by CDSL after the expiry of 15 minutes from the conclusion of this meeting. Please note that the statutory register under the Companies Act are available for inspection on request of members. The results of e-voting will be available on BSE and company's website. So, dear shareholders, I would like to now give you some brief about the company for the year 2020 and a little bit update about the current status. The year 2020 was an economic roller coaster. It can be described as a tale of two halves, where we witness precipitous slowdown due to unprecedented pandemic in the first half. Whole world was exposed in that first half, followed by an impressive sequential rebound in the second half. We believe a phased recovery in economic activity over the next couple of years, while the Union Budget 2020-21 highlighted large outlay on infrastructure. The government also postponed the fiscal consolidation exercise to FY25, essentially creating more room for the future capital expenditure. We have created a strong leadership team to work with trained and motivated employees who have proven their mettle by working through the pandemic. Our cross-functional team have brought the best of all our capability together by working in unison to support and serve our clients. The performance of the company is already given in the annual accounts, which is already with you. I would just like to summarize that the revenue was 103 crores in 1920, has gone down to 86 crores approximately in 21 due to the first quarter. The whole first quarter washed away. Profit before extraordinary item, profit before tax before extraordinary item was 556, which is at par with the previous line despite the lower turnover. And profit after tax was 409 lakhs, as you can see in the annual accounts, which has been published and sent to you everyone. So these are the broader number of 2021. If I just give you an overview of our engineering, so we have almost 3 division, 2 division directly, that is engineering product division and metal handling division, and rental is through subsidiary. So in engineering product division, we have maintained, it was a bit lower in comparison to previous year, that is 1920, it was 12 crore approximately EBITDA, which was reduced to 715 lakhs. But material handling division have been improved EBITDA, where there was a loss against which the small profit was given. In quarter 1, we have already published the results, and we have already cautioned that this wave, second wave, has really impacted us badly in terms of the supply chain disruption. However, Jost strategically diversified business portfolio. We have geographical dispersion, robust balance sheet, and strong order book are reliable sign pointing to a bright future. Furthermore, Jost has proven its execution capability and the committed workforce in successfully aiding the company's transition into a digitally evolved work environment. The third COVID wave is unlikely to be devastating as the second one. This is what I believe. As the country vaccination drive gathered speed, but there is a need to remain guarded against the virus. The receding of the second wave, along with rapid progress in vaccination, has set the stage to further acceleration economic recovery. Delta variant accounted for nearly 8 of every 10 cases of COVID disease in India from May to July. This resurgence is a reminder to how critical is to be continue maintaining the guard against an unpredictable virus. We expect to do better in the current year, subject to any unforeseen major impact due to third wave of corona. So this is the brief highlight of the 2021. I will now read the resolution item wise. And standalone and consolidated profit and loss account statement for the year ended on that date, as also the notes annexed thereto, together with directors and auditors report thereon, be and are hereby approved and adopted. Now I will take the item number 2 relating to declaration of dividend as an ordinary resolution. Resolved that a dividend of ₹3 per share, that is 30% on the paid-up equity share capital of ₹93.28 lakhs approximately for the financial year ended 31st March 2021 be and is hereby declared. Resolved further that the such dividend be paid to those shareholders whose names appear on the register of member as on 2nd September 2021. The dividend in respect of shares held in the electronic form be paid to the beneficial owner of the shares whose name appear in the list furnished by the depositories at the end of the business hour on 2nd September 2021. I will now take up the item number 3 of the agenda relating to reappointment of Mrs. Sikha Jain, who retired by rotation and being eligible offers herself for reappointment as an ordinary resolution. Resolved that Mrs. Sikha Jain, who retired by rotation and being eligible offer herself for reappointment, be and is hereby reappointed as director of the company, whose period of office shall be liable to determination by retirement by rotation. I will now take up the item number 4 of the agenda relating to rectification of appointment of statutory auditors, namely Mrs. Singhi and Company Chartered Accountant, firm registration number 302049E, from the conclusion of the 114th AGM until the conclusion of 115th AGM as an ordinary resolution. Resolved that pursuant to the provision of section 139, 141, 142 and other applicable provisions, if any, of the Companies Act 2013 and rules framed thereunder, including any statutory notifications or reenactment thereof, for the time being in force, the appointment of Messrs. Singhi and Company, Chartered Accountant, firm registration number 302049E, as statutory auditor of the company to hold office from the conclusion of 114th annual general meeting until the conclusion of 115th annual general meeting of the company, be and is hereby rectified at such remuneration as may be mutually agreed upon between the auditors and the board of directors of the company, based on the recommendation of the audit committee, in addition to reimbursement of all out-of-pocket expenses in connection with the audit of the accounts of the company. Item number 5 of the agenda relating to keeping of register of members at the address of RTA, Messrs. Big Share Services Private Limited, as special resolution. Resolved that pursuant to the provision of section 94 and all other applicable provisions, if any, of the Companies Act 2013, consent of the members of the company be and is hereby accorded to keep the register of member along with the indices of the members and obligor any other related documents required to be kept at the registered office of the company at the office of Big Share Services Private Limited, first floor, Bharat Teen Works Building, opposite Vasant Oasis, Makwana Road, Marol, Andheri East, Mumbai, 4,59,000, Maharashtra, India. Hereinafter referred to as the registrar and share transfer agent or any other office of the said registered and share transfer agent. Resolved further, the directors and KMP of the company be and is hereby authorized to do all such acts, deeds, and things as may be considered necessary, incidental, and ancillary in order to give effect to this resolution. Item number 6 of the agenda relating to approval for entering into material related party transaction arrangement with the related parties during the financial year 2021-22 as an ordinary resolution. Resolved that pursuant to the provision of section 188 and all other applicable provisions, if any, of the Companies Act 2013, read with the rules made thereunder, including any statutory modification or reenactment thereof for the time being in force, and regulation 23 of SEBI LODR regulation 2015, that is listing regulation, consent of the members be and is hereby accorded to the board of directors of the company to enter into contracts arrangement transaction with Messrs. MHE Rentals India Private Limited, a related party within the meaning of section 2 subsection 76 or committee thereof be and is hereby authorized to do all such acts, matter, deeds, and things, and to take all such steps as may be necessary, proper, or expedient to give effect to this resolution. So the agenda item is over. I would now request to the registered speaker to ask their queries or questions one by one, and I will request CDSL team to announce their name and unmute them so that they can raise their question, and thereafter I can reply. I will take those questions, and the questions can be taken by any of the panelists, and we can answer the shareholders' queries. So Ankit, you please.
Yes, sir. So our first speaker is Swecha Jain, but she is not present in the meeting. So I think we'll have to move to the second speaker, which is Mr. Hardik Jain. And Hardik Jain is also not present in the meeting right now. Both of them are not there.
So since the members are, both the speakers are not present, we have received queries in writing from the couple of shareholders, which I do not know whether they are present or not present, but I will try to address their queries. So briefly, the query was regarding the current order book as at 31st March 2021, and how does it compare with FY20. Our current order book as on 31st March 21 was approximately 23 crores against 38 crores of the previous year. However, the order book has improved to 38 crores as on 30 June 2021. So this is as regard to the order booking. And the one query was about the defense business and the contribution of the defense business in the top line of the company. So our both the division MSD and EPD both are doing business with the defense companies, and their turnover, their contribution in the turnover is approximately 15 to 18%. Apart from that, the company do business with the railways, power sectors, and in material handling, where we do manufacturing with all the FMCG, pharma, and chemicals. The another questions was regarding marketing strategy for growth. I would like to share with members that the company is putting full focus to use technology to increase reach to the customers. The company is taking full benefit of using social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, apart from the online platforms, by making presence to the customers as well as getting leads from the customers, and this is giving a lot of benefit to the company. Another question was regarding outlook for the material handling division. As you know that the government policy putting more focus on Make in India, and your company is well suited for that policy. We have further advantage because we are MSME and we have certain reservation by the as per the MSME rules and preference. I feel that capex cycle have showing some positive results, and we foresee that the company is expected to do a little better than what we have done in the last year. There was one more questions regarding service business. So I would like to inform to all the members that service business is the very, very focused business for the company. So we do service in both the business, that is electrical, EPDD, electrical product division, as well as the material handling divisions, whereby we do AMC, we sell spares, we do repairing, we do testing, calibrations, and this is the business where the full focus of management is there to continue to grow the bottom line, at the same time to ensure that customer satisfaction is always there as and when they need us. One more question about the commission income of 6.5 crores. So members, I would like to inform you that as you know that in our agency business, where we call it an engineering product division, we do all homework. We get the orders for our principals to whom we represent in the country, and they are the foreign companies, where the business is done directly between the customer and our foreign suppliers, and we get commission on those sales. And that commission income of 6.6 crore is in all, mostly 90% is foreign exchange. And this is a regular income which we are getting every year. So these are the questions which has been asked in writing by the shareholders, and I have tried to answer most of them. However, if any members want to have any other questions, they can reach to the company secretary and our CFO, and I'm sure that they will be able to answer those queries. So there being no other business, I declare the proceedings of the meeting as closed. Thank you very much for your patience hearing. Thank you.
Chairman, sir, board members, and all dear shareholders, I convey my heartiest vote of thanks to the chair and all for making this meeting successful. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.